Hello everyone. Welcome to Downtime Labs YouTube channel. Today we will learn the basics of non-functional requirement. Gathering non-functional requirements is an important step in performance testing as it helps to ensure that the system meets the performance expectations of the end users. Here are some non-functional requirements that can be gathered for performance testing. Response time. The response time requirement specifies the maximum amount of time the system should take to respond to a user request. For example, the system should respond to a search query within 2 seconds. Concurrent users. The concurrent users requirement specifies the number of users that the system should be able to handle simultaneously without affecting performance. For example, the system should be able to handle 1000 concurrent users. Throughput. The throughput requirement specifies the number of transactions that the system should be able to handle within a given time period. For example, the system should be able to handle 1000 transactions per minute. Load handling. The load handling requirement specifies the maximum load that the system should be able to handle without affecting performance. For example, the system should be able to handle a load of 500 requests per second. Scalability. The scalability requirement specifies how the system should handle an increase in user load. For example, the system should be able to handle a 50% increase in user load without affecting performance. Availability. The availability requirement specifies the minimum uptime that the system should maintain. For example, the system should be available 99.9% of the time. Data volume. The data volume requirement specifies the maximum amount of data that the system should be able to handle without affecting performance. For example, the system should be able to handle 1 million records in the database. These non-functional requirements can be gathered through discussions with stakeholders, reviewing system documentation, and analyzing existing performance data. Once the requirements are gathered, they can be used to design and execute performance tests to ensure that the system meets the performance expectations of the end users.